afternoon, students. In the last class, we have started our fluid dynamics topic. Second unit, second part of second unit is fluid dynamics. So first we have seen fluid dynamics definition. Then we have taken the equations of motion. That is, finally you got the Euler's equation of motion from this. So the net force Fx is equals to summation of all these forces, that is gravitational force, pressure force, viscosity force, turbulence force, and compressibility force. And if you are removing the compressibility force, the equation which we are getting is called Reynolds equation of motion. And if you are neglecting or negligible turbulence is there, then Ft will be negligible. Then the equation formed is called Navier-Stokes equation. And after that, we have seen the Euler's equation, where we have only two forces which will be considered as gravitational force as well as pressure forces. So we have found out, we have derived the equation for this Euler's equation of motion. And from the Euler's equation of motion, we have taken Bernoulli's equation also. By integrating the Euler's equation, we have derived the Bernoulli's equation also. Right. So this is our equation which we got at last in the derivation of your Euler's equation, that is dP by rho plus G dz plus V dV is equals to 0 is known as your Euler's equation of motion. If you integrate this, you'll get your Bernoulli's equation. So that also we have done in the last class. So Bernoulli's equation from Euler's equation. So what we will do, we'll integrate the Euler's equation. So you'll get your final equation of Bernoulli equation as P by rho G plus V square by 2G plus Z is equals to constant. So already I said what is P by rho G. P by rho G is called pressure head. V square by 2G is called kinetic head. And Z is called potential head or datum head. One more name is there for Z as datum head. Okay. Potential head or datum head is denoted by Z. So this is called total energy. But summation of all these three energies is called total energy. So total energy is equals to constant in Bernoulli's equation. So next we have seen the assumption. So we have assumed that the fluid is ideal, the flow is steady, the flow is incompressible, and the flow is irrotational. So these are assumptions we have taken when we are considering the Bernoulli's equation for the fluid. These are the assumptions. So after that, we have seen the statement of Bernoulli's equation, Bernoulli's statement. So what it states that in a steady ideal flow of an incompressible fluid, the total energy at any point of the fluid is constant. So what is this total energy mix? Pressure energy, kinetic energy, and datum energy combinedly together called as your total energy. So what it is telling, it is constant at any part of the fluid. At any point on the fluid, it is constant, right? So the total energy is constant. So P by rho G plus V square by 2G plus Z is equals to constant. So what we can take, if you are taking at the two different points, P1 by rho G plus V1 square by 2G plus Z1 is equals to P2 by rho G plus V1 square by 2G plus Z2 you can take if you are solving the problems. When you are solving the problems. Right, so these are the pressure energy, kinetic energy, and datum energy. I think we have solved, how many problems we have solved? One or two yesterday?
Two problems, sir.
Two problems. One is this one. Yes, 30 meters we have solved.
And 20 meters, another one.
The next one, okay. Next one also we have solved. This one also we have solved. Right. So today we'll start with our third problem. I think we have used only this. I think, but at a single point only we have found out the pressure head and datum head. Right. So next is our third problem. Yes, please note down the question. I think we have not done the third, only two we have done, right? Okay. A pipe through which water is flowing is having diameters of 20 centimeter and 10 centimeter at the cross sections 1 and 2. So here you can see the diameters are varying. So the pipe will be varying cross section, but it will be a tapered pipe. So the velocity of water at section 1 is given as 4 meters per second. So velocity V1 is given 4 meters per second. Find the velocity head. So here what is given? Velocity is given, V1 is given. So what is asking to find? Is asking to find the velocity head. That is nothing but kinetic head, V1 square by 2G at section 1, and at 2 it is V2 square by 2G. So he's asking to find V1 square by 2G value and V2 square by 2G value. Velocity head is the meaning of that, head, velocity head. And also rate of discharge. So he's also asking to find the Q value, rate of discharge. Right. So please copy the question and just inform me. We need to draw the diagram. I'll show that. Yes, please copy the question. pipe through which water is flowing is having diameters of 20 centimeter and 10 centimeter at cross sections 1 and 2 respectively. The velocity of water at section 1 is given as 4 meters per second. Find the velocity head at section 1 and section 2 and also rate of discharge. Yes, if you have copied the question, we'll go for the next slide. Just inform me after copying.
Done, sir.
So first we need to draw this diagram. Sometimes in question we will give the diagram directly, or sometimes we need to draw by taking the given data which is here. But by seeing the diameters, you can see it is one side it is 20 centimeter and other side it is 10 centimeter. So at the cross section 1 it is 20 centimeter, at the cross section 2 it is 10 centimeter. So by seeing this data we should draw the diagram. Very simple only. Just draw a tapered pipe. At section 1 the diameter is 20 centimeter. At section 2 the diameter is 10 centimeter. And one more data is given is velocity at the section 1. Velocity of the water at the section 1 is 4 meters per second. Here it is not given velocity at the section 2. Okay, so please draw the diagram. Sometimes this is also given data only because in question he will give the diagram. So for this question he has given. So this diagram is given in the question. Mostly he will give, rarely he won't give. Okay.
Completed, sir.
Right. So now you need to take the given data. So what he has given to us first. So the diameter at section 1 is given. Diameter at section 1. So denoted by D1 is equals to 20 centimeter he has given. So convert that into meters, 0.2 meter. Okay. So similarly, diameter at section 2 is D2. Please write down fully like this in exam. At present, you can write directly D1 your wish. So better to practice in this only. Write fully. Diameter at section 2 is given as is D2. That is 10 centimeter. So that is 0.1 meter. 10 by 100, 0.1. Next, what he has given? Velocity of water at section 1. So velocity of water at section 1 is V1 is equals to 4 meters per second. Okay, so these three values are the given values. Anything else given to us? Nothing. So these three are the given data. So first what I am doing is, what we need to do is, we need to find the area of the area at section 1. Area at section 1 denoted by A1 is equals to pi by 4 D1 square. So substitute D1 value here, that is 0.2 meter in this. So pi by 4 into 0.2 meter square is equals to how much? Yes, please calculate the value. 0.0.
0.0314.
394.
314.
314. 314. What are the units for this?
Meter, sir.
Meter? Square.
Square.
Is area.
Meter square, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. So this is the area for the area at the section 1. So similarly, find the area at the section 2. For section 2.
7.85, sir.
Yes. Hold
Into
on.
10 to the power.
So area 2 is, what is the value?
7.85 into 10 to the power of minus 3.
1.85 into okay. So these are the areas A1 and A2 we have found out. So please copy this. Those who are solving, I think they will write. Others, please copy. So now, if you see this, we can use continuity equation, nothing but Q1 equal to A1, we know that now Q1 equal to Q2. So A1 V1 is equals to A2 V2 we can use by using continuity equation. So from that we can find V2 since we have V1. So next we can use that. You can use the continuity equation. Can I go for the next slide?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So now next I'm using the continuity equation. So from continuity equation, so we already know at section 1 the discharge should be equal to the section 2's discharge. So A1 V1 is equals to A2 V2 from the continuity equation. So already we have A1 value, V1 value, and V2 values. So sorry, A2 value. So you can find V2. So V2. Okay, use that and just tell me the answer. What is that?
16, sir.
V2 is equals to
16 meter per second.
meter per second. Yes, anybody with different answer? Or is it? You can inform if it is different answer. Okay, so we got V2 also now, that is 16 meters per second. So what he asked in the question us to find is velocity heads at both the sections, velocity head at both the sections and discharge. So velocity head, if you see from the Bernoulli's equation, the total energies, potential energy or potential head, kinetic head, and datum head. So from there, velocity head is nothing but your kinetic head. So velocity head or kinetic head at section 1, section 1 is equals to V1 square by 2G. So already V1 value is given to us. What is V1 value given?
4
square.
4 meter
So 4 meters per second. 4 square divided by 2 into 9.81. So velocity head at
0.815.
0.815 meters. So next, similarly, find the velocity head at the section 2 is given by V2 square by 2G. So V2 value we have found it here, 16 square.
13.0.
How much?
13.047, sir.
13.047 meter. Okay. So these are the velocities. Nothing but these are the two results which we need to find. So after that, he's asking one more thing to find, that is discharge. So find the discharge of the flow. So Q is equals to, we can use A1 V1 or A2 V2 because all the terms are there. Anything is same. So for discharge is common in both the things, both points. So find Q is equals to A1 V1. So A1 value is already we having. V1 is also there. So find Q value.
0.1256.
0.1256 meter cube per second. Yes. Others? If you have any doubt, you can ask.
Same answer.
Same answer. Okay. If you want me to show the previous slide, I will show. Those who are copying, but those who are not written till now. Some of them have joined late. Yes, can I go for the next slide? Next question.
Yes, sir.
Just check this velocity, is it correct? 13. Actually, what is the value of velocity at section 2?
30.047, sir.
Yes, it is right only. Huh? Right.
Yes, sir.
Next problem. Okay. Copy the next problem. So this problem you need to do. I won't show similar problem only, same as the last problem. So a pipe through which water is flowing, having diameters of 40 centimeter and 20 centimeter at cross sections 1 and 2 respectively. The velocity of water at section 1 is given as 5 meters per second. Same thing. Find the velocity head at section 1 and 2 and also rate of discharge. Almost same question, just the diameters and the velocity rates are different. Okay, just copy the question. If you have time to solve, you can solve, or later you can solve. you copied the question, please inform me. We'll go for the next question. This you need to do.
Sir, V2 20, sir.
Right. Not V2 or velocity at which one you are telling?
Sir, velocity V2, sir, I'm saying 20. And
I
same
don't have
on,
an
sir.
answer.
Same వచ్చిన sir answer, sir.
These are the answers. Okay.
Yes, sir. వచ్చినాయి.
For this question, you need to solve. These are the answers which is given here. Okay. Yes. Take the next question. Yes, from here, this type of questions belongs to your long type of answers, little bit bigger in size compared to the previous problems. So here we need to use the Bernoulli's equation completely, nothing but totally three. We need to use P1 by rho g plus V1 square by 2. Full equation we'll use here. For the last problems, we have found out only velocity head separately. So it is not like that, right? So I'm reading the question. Listen, the water is flowing through a pipe having diameters 20 centimeter and 10 centimeter at sections 1 and 2 respectively. So he has given the rate of flow. The rate of flow through pipe is 35 liters per second. So directly Q value is given to us. Q is equals to 35 liters per second he has given. We need to convert this into meter cube per second. I'll tell that. Okay. The section 1. So at section 1 is 6 meter above the datum. So this is an important point which we need to remember. So the pipe is not horizontal actually, since Z values are given. So whenever we have Z values as this 6 meter, 4 meter or something, the pipe will be inclined pipe. Nothing but at section 1, the pipe is at a height of 6 meter from the base. From ground, you can assume datum means from ground it is 6 meter height. And section 2 is at 4 meters height from the datum. So that is the meaning. So if the pressure at section 1 is 39.24 Newton per centimeter square, find the pressure intensity of pressure at section 2. So he has given pressure at the first point, first section as P1 equal to 39.24 Newton per centimeter square. Again, same, we need to convert these units Newton per meter square and find the pressure. So we need to calculate P2 from the problem. Just P2 value is asking to find, right? So please copy the question. Just see the figure, I'll show this once. So this is the pipe. So last problem, if you have seen, we have taken this as a horizontal pipe. So since he said that datum at this section 1 is 6 meter above the datum line. So this is the height of the pipe, 6 meters from the ground, this side. Similarly, the pipe at this side is 4 meters height from the ground. So that is the meaning. So this diagram he has given in the question. Okay. And one more point, he said it, pressure at the section 1 is given, that is 39.24 Newton per centimeter square. Right. So please copy the question. This 6 meter is Z1. Z2 is 4 meter. Yes, can I go for the next slide?
Yes, sir.
So copy the diagram. So this is a diagram. So this is a pipe whose diameter is at one side 20 centimeter and other side it is 10 centimeter. Right. So now take down the given data. So what are the things which are given? You need to write. So first, diameter at section 1 is D1 is equals to, he has given 20 centimeter. So that is 0.2 meter. Next, diameter at section 2. That is also given. So diameter at section 2, D2 is equals to diameter at section 2, D2 is equals to 10 centimeter given. So that is 0.1 meter. The next thing which is given is discharge is 35 liters per second. So we need to convert this into meters per second. Okay, meter cube per second. So we need to remember this. So 1 liter is equals to 1/1000 of meter cube. Or you can remember 1 meter cube is equals to 1000 liters. Already I have said this. A 1 meter cube size of vessel, if you take, we can fill 1000 liters of water or 1000 liters of a fluid in that. So that you can remember. 1 meter cube volume is equals to 1000 liters. So we need 1 liter equal to. So 1 liter equal to 1/1000 of meter cube. Okay, remember either this way or you can remember 1 meter cube is equals to 1000 liters. So from that you can convert. If you want meter cube, you'll get 1000 liter. If you want liter, you'll get meter cube by 1000. 1/1000. Okay. Anyway, you can remember this 1 liter equal to 1/1000 of meter cube. So what we have here, we have 35 liters here. So 35/1000 meter cube per second becomes your discharge. So 35/1000 is equals to 0.035 meter cube per second. Okay, so please copy up to here. This is very important because in these problems always you will give discharge in terms of liters only. So we need this conversion compulsorily. Unit conversion is very important here. Liter to meter cube. 1 liter cube equal 1 liter equal to 1/1000 of meter cube. Next, what he has given datum head at section 1. So datum head at section 1 is denoted by Z1 is equals to 6 meters. Next, datum head at section 2, Z2 is equals to 4 meters. And one more point he has given is pressure at section 1 is given. So that is P1 is equals to 39.24 Newton per centimeter square. So this Newton per centimeter square, we need to convert as Newton per meter square. So that is nothing but multiplication multiplied by 10 power 4. It is centimeter square here. So down you will get 10 power minus 4. Down. This is 10 power minus 4. If you are writing at the bottom, you need to write 10 power minus 4. Or you can take it at our top side to get into 10 power 4. So remember, Newton per centimeter square conversion, we have to multiply by 10 power 4 to get in Newton per meter square. Next, this one we need to find. No need to write this. Okay, P2 we need to find. So P1 is given, Z1, Z2 is given. So do we have velocities here? The velocities are not given. So that's why he has given discharge value. So first, if we need to find areas. So if you are getting areas at A1 and A2, by using discharge, you can find V1 and V2. So Q is equals to A1, V1, you need to use to get V1. Q is equals to A2, V2 to get V2. Okay. Up to here, any doubt? Can you go for the next slide? I copied this.
Yes, sir. Copy.
Okay, right. Done. So next we need to find cross-sectional areas. So cross-section area at the section 1 is denoted by A1 is equals to pi by 4 D1 square. So pi by 4 into what is D1 value given? 0.2 meter, 20 centimeters, 0.2 meter. So substitute D1 is equals to 0.2 meter. You'll get your A1 value. Okay, please tell A1 value after calculating. So pi by 4 into 0.2 square is
0314, sir.
0.0314 meter square.
A2.
Okay, never forget units. Meter square. Okay, so area of A1 we have found out. Next, similarly, find out the cross-sectional area at the 2, that is A2 is equals to pi by 4 D2 square. So D2 value we have written already, that is 0.1 meter. That is given 10 centimeter, convert into meter, 0.1 meter. So pi by 4 into 0.1 square is equals to, we get A2 value
7.85 into 10 to the power of minus 3.
7.85 into 10 power minus 3. Minus 3. Okay, so A1 we have got and A2 also we got. So now we can use the given discharge value. So Q value already we have found out, that is 0.035 meter cube per second. 0.025. So now discharge Q is equals to A1 B1 we can use. So from this find B1 is equals to Q by A1. So Q value is 0.035 divided by A1 0.0314. So you'll get V1 value
1.11.
1.11 meters per second. Any other term? One more term you can tell. 1.11. 3 digits.
4, sir.
1.14. Better always use minimum 3 digits after the point. Okay. Right. So we got V1. So now find V2 by using again discharge is equals to A2 V2. So from that V2 is equals to Q by A2. So Q value already we have 0.035 by A2. Okay, so A2 is
4.456.
4.456. 4.456 meters per second. Right. So please copy. Those are
Sir,
4.458,
4.458, sir.
Okay, whatever you are getting, you write 8 or 6, both are okay. Minute change only. No problem. Yes, can I go for the next point? So now we got V1, V2, and already P1 value is given. Z1 is there, Z2 is there. Okay, so we need to find only P2. So now now we can use Bernoulli's equation at section 1 and section 2. So what Bernoulli's equation state? Total energy at one section is equal to total energy at the second section. So we can use P1 by rho g plus V1 square by 2g plus Z1 for first section is equal to P2 by rho g plus V2 square by 2g plus Z2 at the second section. So total energy for first section is equals to total energy at the second section. So next point is that. So can I go over the next slide?
Yes, sir.
Yes, done. Right. So now by using Bernoulli's equation, by applying Bernoulli's equation. So what is Bernoulli's equation? This is nothing but total energy at section 1 is equals to total energy at the section 2. So in this, these are the three energies. One is pressure head, kinetic head, datum head. Similarly, at the second point of the same thing. So we need to substitute all the values which we have to get P2 value. So we have P1. So what is P1 value? 39.24 into 10 power 4. Okay, next, what is rho value here? What is rho? Rho means what? Density.
1000.
Right? So the fluid flowing here is water, so density is 1000. Good. So 1000 into G value is 9.81. Okay. So this is the first term P1 by rho G. Next, what is V1 we got? 1 point V1.
114.
1.1. 114. .114 V1 square is there. So square by 2 into G value 9.81 plus Z1. So Z1 is given in the question. How much? Z1 is equals to
6.
6 meter. Next, do we have P2? No, we need to find P2. So P2 we need to calculate. Divided by rho is again density 1000 into 9.81. Next, what is V2 value? V2 is V2
4.456.
4.456. So V2 is 4.456 square. Four point four five six square divided by 2 into 9.81 plus Z2. What is Z2? At section 2, datum head is how much? Datum height 4 meters.
4.
Z2 is 4 meters. So now you calculate this remaining P2 term. P2 we need to know finally. So separately you do what you are getting here, you write down first, then you do the remaining thing. Okay, so what is this first term value you are getting? 39.24 into 10 power 4 divided by 1000 into 9.81. So these 3 zeros and here zeros you can recollect. So we have 392.4 divided by
40, sir.
9.81. This is 40. Which one you are telling? 40. P2.
Sir, this
Directly
first
this value. First value is 40.
Yes, sir.
40 is this value plus 1.114 square divided by 2 into 9.81.
0.0632, sir.
0.0632 plus 6
Plus 6.
is equals to this same thing I'm keeping again here. Plus this value 4.456 square divided by 2 into 9.81.
Sir, 1.293.
1.
0,
I
1,
didn't get 0.1.
293, sir.
Enough, 3 digits plus
Okay.
4. Right. So now first you add these 3 terms here and as these 2, and then this you can separate from here to here. Then finally you can multiply this with 1000 into 9.8. You get your P2 value. You'll get a big value, around 5 to 6 digits you'll get.
Sir, 402703.1487.
402703.1487.
03148.
So this is in Newton per meter square. Suppose if you want, you can change it into Newton per centimeter square. So what we need to do to convert this into Newton per centimeter square? Anybody? I want this in Newton per centimeter square.
By 10 to the power 4.
Very good. So divide it by 10 power 4. So 1 meter square, if you convert in centimeter, it is 100, nothing but 10 square. So by we have 10 power 2 power 2, nothing but 10 square to the power 2 meter square is there. So you'll get divide by 10 power 4. So if you divide it by 10 power 4, what you'll get? 40.27 you'll get. So that I'm writing here is equals to 40.27. Not compulsory to do. If you do, it's also okay. Okay. So that you will remember. That's why I'm showing both. Newton per meter square we are getting, so that you can change that in terms of Newton per centimeter square by dividing this term by 10 power 4. Okay. Any doubt in this? So what he asked us to find? He asked us to find this only, P2. He asked us to find the pressure at the second point, second section. So that we got here. So you can write the pressure at section 2, P2 is equals to 40.27 Newton per centimeter square. The pressure at section 2, right on that last point, the pressure at the section 2 is 40.27 Newton per centimeter square. Okay, only less than 1 minute time we left. Please join immediately again. So today our class will be up to 3 o'clock, 2 hours continuously.